Well, we started under the cover of darkness, early in the mornings, so that we could get things out, get it produced and out right away. It seemed sort of exciting when we were doing that, because it was extra.
How about waking up at 5 in the morning? Do you miss that?
Yeah, so back when we started this, we felt like we had to have 2 calls for every issue, and we had our first phone call at 5 in the morning to give us plenty of time to edit the stories and revise them, and it was a team effort. We have people in the newsroom, the writers, and the physician editors all working together. I can't say that I miss getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but there was a real camaraderie and sense that what we were doing was important. So none of us, I think, really complained about being up at 5. It felt good to be part of something important and exciting.
The job itself wasn't a tough sell, but they said the hours are 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I thought, wow, that's like an hour away, and I thought this is going to be tough. Well, you and Matt, and then when Amy came on, and Rebecca, and then when Amy came on board, you guys were getting up at 4 in the morning to even start looking for news stories that broke overnight. And then I would get up 5 o'clock, hop in the shower, get my car, drive 80 miles an hour to get here in time for 5:45, which I did. I don't know how.
Yeah, personally, I'm not a morning person, so taking on the challenge of the early morning call was a problem for me because, I remember, setting multiple alarms every day, and, I had alarm failure more than once, and you had to have some lead time to get up early enough to kind of read through the material. And if you're not a morning person and you're trying to dig through the methods section, and it was harder. So for me personally, I've liked the change to the afternoon, but that's really just individual, I think.
I remember getting up at 4 in the morning, and I wouldn't want to have coffee because I knew I would want to go back to bed around 7 for a couple of hours.
And I wouldn't be able to fall back
So
to
you
sleep.
functioned without coffee.
I would get up
You put
at
issues
4.
out without coffee.
So get up at 4, look for any stories. If something broke overnight, you write it up.
And you were very easy to edit. So.
Well, thank you. And you'd have a call with the docs at 5:45. They look over the story. And then Kristen would call in at 6 and edit it, and we'd start putting the issue together. But I know as we were finishing up, I was winding down. My body was yeah, I'm ready for my nap.
Time to go back to bed.